Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some news, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some wonderful news, largely about Crown Zenith, but some other good news we should probably have a little bit of a chat about as well. But also, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a look at this new Bibarel, because oh my goodness, it's amazing. Yeah, this is something to get pretty gosh darned excited about. This is, of course, the latest reveal coming from, V-Star Universe in Japan. What is going to be Crown Zenith over here. It was revealed yesterday, and just look at it. This is, I think, of all the reveals we've had from V-Star Universal Crown Zenith so far, I think this is my favourite. Now, that is quite a claim, because the Galarian Zapdos is absolutely stunning. The Numal card, which is actually a Ditto, is just amazing. I am a huge fan of the Zera Aura. That one's awesome. Cynthia's Ambition is just great. And then, of course, we got the pair of Leafeon and Glaceon, both of which are absolutely stunning. And I just kind of reeled off half a dozen cards in this set, which I absolutely love. So, yeah. Calling it my favourite card in the set so far. It's quite the claim. It's difficult to really decide if it's that good or not. I don't really care, if I'm honest with you. I think it's my favourite one we've seen so far. It is absolutely flat out, inarguably stunning. And here's the thing. Because that particular Bibarel has actually, it debuted back in Brilliant Stars with Okacheke artwork. And you know, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know Okacheke is my favourite artist in the Pokémon TCG. You know I've got an Okacheke collection going, and you know I am kind of obsessive about the wonderful artwork of Okacheke. So when I tell you how much I love this Bibarel, that should kind of tell you quite how much I love it, because it's going up against the Okacheke Bibarel. Fun side note, this was also a pre-release promo, and has amazing artwork on the pre-release promo as well, although I prefer Okacheke to the pre-release. But now we've got some serious competition, and I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think we've ever had one card that's had 3 different artworks that are all this good. These are all top tier art, and this Bibarel is amazing. And don't forget, when Andrish Gabal went and won the World Championships this past August in London, they won Worlds, and what was their advice to people? Play Bibarel. That was what they said when they won the World Championships. So yeah. Now what is really interesting here is the artist, the Melakart. Now, firstly, great art, love the art. But secondly, I mentioned this artist in a video the other day. Because actually we've already seen 3 cards that this artist has drawn for V-Star Universe. And they are the alternate arts of Ultra Ball, Trekking Shoes, and Rescue Carrier. Yeah, we saw all of those the other day. This is the same artist. And remember, this is the final set in Sword and Shield. The final set of Sun and Moon actually brought us a bunch of 6 as a whole. 6 of them, half a dozen, of the Uyama cards. No, I'm lying to you, there were 7. Sorry, there were 7 Uyama cards. Alternate art trainers. So we might be seeing more Melakart coming in there. But now we got this Bibarel as well. And I am just absolutely stunned, bowled over, call it what you will. This is an artist we need to keep an eye on. They've only actually drawn 4 cards for the Pokémon TCG. The 3 alternate art trainers I've shown you, your Ultra Ball, Trekking Shoes, and Rescue Carrier. And then this Bibarel. And I think we could all agree at this stage they are absolutely crushing it. So yeah, this is amazing. There is a chance that another card is shown off before I get a chance to upload this video. If so, let's pop it in here. But regardless, let's carry on and have a look, because there's more news about Crown Zenith, although I admit it's maybe not the biggest, bestest news ever, but we do have the binders, the 9 and 4 pocket portfolios coming around for Crown Zenith. Now, these are exactly what you would expect. Unfortunately, well look, we've got 1 booster pack artwork for Crown Zenith, alright? Exactly 1. That's all we've got. and it's the one with Zacian and Zamazenta on. So basically, that's all we've got to play with when we're looking at, getting these booster pack artworks on these Ultra Pro binders, because remember, the Ultra Pro binders always have the booster pack artwork on. So what we've got is that booster pack artwork on the front, and then we've got the kind of crown pattern on the back, which is a pattern we're seeing. It's kind of Crown Zenith's thing. We saw it a lot when we were looking at the Lucario Elite Trainer box there yesterday. Or the day before, depends on when this gets uploaded. So we've seen that kind of motif around quite a lot. It's on the Elite Trainer box itself, but you can also see it, on the booklet, for instance, and you can see a slightly shinier version on the sleeves. I'm not going to keep going, you get the point. This is the Crown Zenith pattern, so to speak. So yeah, that's it. The thing is, whether you buy the 4 or the 9 pocket binder, you are getting the same thing here. You're getting the booster pack artwork on the front and the pattern on the back. It's not quite as good as when we've got, say, 4 booster pack artworks, and one's on the front, one's on the back of each of the 2 binders, the 4 and the 9 pocket. That, for me, with these Ultra Pro binders, that is a sweet spot. But I know there are people out there that really, and there's quite a few of you, who really like to collect the set. And when you collect the set, you really like to collect it in the appropriate binder. So when you're collecting Crown Zenith, you want to collect it in a Crown Zenith binder, whether that's the whole set or bits of the set, whatever. And yeah, for those people, this is awesome. If that's where you fit, brilliant. Job's a good one. If that's not where you fit, that's okay too, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay too. I have very little to add about these, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I have very little to add about these. They are coming out on the 20th of January, I believe, which is the same day as the set release. They cost what they usually cost. And look, it's up to you guys. If you love these binders, yay! If you don't love these binders, skip them. They are absolutely skippable. They are far from essential products. But if they're the kind of things you're into, they're here. And they're cool. Get used to it. But the last piece of news I want to share with you today is over on eBay Japan, it happened again. You see, every kind of 3 months, every quarter, in a news video, not unlike this one, I bring you the news about the top selling product on eBay in Japan. As in the top selling product on the whole of eBay over in Japan. And every single time, every 3 months, it is a Pokémon TCG product, and it's happened again. Shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia for hooking us up with this information once again. And we got the image on the screen here, and we can see that number 1 was booster boxes of Lost Abyss. Lost Abyss is number 1. Now, number 2, we got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Promo card, I believe. Number 3, we've got Nintendo 3DS. Number 5, we've got the Sony PlayStation Vita. And number 4, we've actually got booster boxes of Romance Dawn. Now, it's showing the price they generally sell for. I know this is PTCG Radio and we're talking about the Pokemon TCG, alright? But I do need to mention, over on my other channel, Wassy Plays, we are getting very, very excited about the One Piece TCG. It's launching in English on the 2nd of December. But Romance Dawn, the first set, came out in Japan already. And I'll tell you something for nothing, that game is absolutely crushing. You might notice here that the general selling price of Romance Dawn is 10,400 yen. Well, what's really interesting is that retails at like 5,500 yen, like we see with boxes of the Pokemon TCG. Now, Lost Abyss is coming in at 7,300, so that is actually a little bit more than we would generally expect. It's, being sold on eBay at a bit of a markup. But I find this very, very interesting indeed. Lost Abyss continues to crush, but the One Piece TCG is actually doing very well, and generally speaking, we don't see booster boxes of other TCGs, especially newer ones like Romance Dawn, when we do this on this channel, when we look at these stats. So that's actually kind of super interesting to me. But yeah, It's happened again. And I've been doing this like all the way along. Last quarter, it was the Mischievous Pichu promo. For 2 quarters, 6 months before that, it was VMAX Climax. Before that, it was the Unigaba Pikachu. Before that, it was Eevee Heroes. For 2 quarters before that, it was Shiny Star V. Basically, we're now in a run where for 9 quarters in a row, that's over 2 years, the best-selling item on eBay in Japan has been a Pokemon TCG product. That is how much this game is crushing right now. It is kind of absurd, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. If you needed any proof as to quite how well the Pokemon TCG is doing, and I don't think any of you do at this stage, but just in case you did, yeah. The Pokemon TCG is absolutely crushing. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a rather amazing Bibarel. We've got ourselves the binders, the portfolios for Crown Zenith. And then we've got more proof that the Pokemon TCG is just destroying everything. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about the Bibarel. Tell me if you're going to buy the binders. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. You can get some bonus podcasts where I answer all of your questions. You can join a Discord and chat with us. And you can get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Tamblin, who has been a supporter of ours for a couple of months now and does seem to be a very lovely person. So thank you very much for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.